CDs, those round shiny things you used to save all your pocket money up for each week and sit on the edge of the bed listening to while reading the lyrics. Just me? My name's Alan, and I think I have the best CD collection in the world. Here to disagree with me is my good friend Ross. On each episode we'll chat about each album, what it means to me, and why I think my collection is greater than yours.
Alright, this is from our hearts. Sincerity, your support card. We made some mistakes, but it's a long time coming when you're getting it everything. Alright.
Yeah, anyway. I don't know.
Oh yeah, listen to this album last night.
Oh yeah.
Which one? Guess what I did as well last night?
You cleaned the bathroom?
Yes.
Amazing.
Do you know what it is? Is cleaning the bathroom, that's something that you don't really want to do. It's like something you have to go, oh God, do I have to do that? You'd put it off otherwise, wouldn't you? Because if you didn't have to do it, you'd put it off. Mm-hmm. The fact that I knew I had to listen to this album is perfect, isn't it? It's perfect because you go, well, I can't do anything else while I'm listening to it. I have to have these headphones on. Clean while you do two things at once. You get two things out of the way. Because I hate to say it sounds like a chore when I'm saying, oh, I have to listen to this album.
No, but
it does start off like a chore because you think that's all right. What if I don't like it?
You've got to schedule some time in, yeah.
Yes, it's like you might be a time that you don't enjoy. You might waste an hour of your life if you don't enjoy it.
And there are definitely going to be some albums that you won't enjoy. So you were cleaning your bathroom.
Yeah, it was good. It actually distracted me. But then again, the cleaning the bathroom might have distracted me quite a bit from the album. But yeah, obviously this is like the third listen through. I listened to it twice about a month ago or two.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But then I kind of forgot it again, really, sort of, and I listened to it again. And yeah, it's all right. I don't know if we're talking about it yet, are we?
Yeah, might as well.
We might as well start talking about it.
Make a start.
I don't know what I think about it really, because I guess I do like it. I do think it's good, and I like the mix of vocals and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I've got this thing that I always just like Alexisonfire. I've always heard the name throughout for years and years and years.
Yes.
Probably hearing the bits of their songs and not noticing, and then meeting people that were obsessed with them and never, even then at that point, still never giving them a chance or anything.
Yeah.
And I just thought this was this band where they've got these obsessed fans that think they're the greatest band in the world. So I never gave them a chance. Yeah,
they are very kind of. They have such a strong fan base, not a huge fan base, but a really kind of passionate kind of.
Yeah.
It's weird. I love this album, but it's the only album I've got, and I've not.
Well, it's the album. It says that everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone says it's an important. It says on the Wikipedia important. Yeah. So I think everyone agrees that when it comes to Alexisonfire, this is the album you would go to. I guess.
I don't really know why. I mean,
so you haven't listened to any of the others, or you just didn't buy them?
But I can't really remember them. Like the one after this was called something about a bird.
Is this their breakup album? Watch Out. Oh no.
Watch Out was the first.
Watch Out was second.
Oh, was it second? Oh, right.
Alexisonfire was the first. But apparently, like Alexisonfire, the first album, I think, was very different to the rest of their albums. So.
Right. A lot more punky, I think. They came. Yeah,
I think they're going heavy after they toured with all these heavy bands.
Yeah.
I think that's how it sounded. Like they went on tour for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And then came back and were like, right, we're going to be heavier now. Which obviously worked well for them. I mean, they seem like an overnight success as well, really, to me.
To me, they're not at all because they've toured and toured.
Well, I see what you mean, but like, in the sense that they have worked hard for it. Mm. But when you look at how, they, 2001 was the first. Oh no, so the first demo was 2002. What was the first EP? So only 4 years later, they're making Crisis. When you see, like, the first demo, 2002, was called Math Sheets Demo because it was wrapped up in one of their maths homework.
Right.
And then 4 years later, they're releasing Crisis. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't that sound like an overnight success to you?
Yeah.
It's quick. 4 years for a band that you could get nothing done in 4 years in a band, couldn't you? like I have done before. And probably you have done.
Yeah. I think Amateur Ghost lasted.
I suppose that would seem like you got a lot done then. If your career's only, if that band only lasts 4 years, you'd look back and go, "Oh, we did a lot." Yeah.
No, we didn't do a lot.
Because you have jobs.
Yeah. They had the.
Whereas these guys probably just went, "No, we're just gonna go all in."
We're gonna live in a van for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're obviously very young.
I think they're the sort of people that would just be happy just getting on with it and, living in a van. And I don't know. That's the impression I get.
Well, that can be this. I guess that's the secret to the success of a band, isn't it? Really, if you've all got to just go, screw everything else like jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Go full in.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Full time.
I still might. At 41.
Yeah, one day. Maybe when you've got a pension, you fall back on. I mean, obviously bypassed me. 2006. This is one thing I was thinking of. I wasn't listening to this kind of music in 2006.
Right.
Like, I noticed the one thing that excited me. I noticed it mentioned somewhere in a Wikipedia article. Yeah, like the Taste of Chaos tour.
Oh, right.
Which I do think that they might have got it wrong here, because I think they might have backed out of it. I don't know, unless they played on one or not the other. But I remember my sister had the Taste of Chaos soundtrack, or the compilation of the bands that were on the Taste of Chaos tour.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, she probably would be more into. She probably listened to stuff closer to this.
Oh, right.
At that time, because at that time I think that would have been 15, 16, so I would have been listening to like Muse or something crap. I'd have been listening to like Nirvana probably. No, well, Muse, I don't really like Muse anymore. I think you grow out of that, I think. Well, for me, I felt like I got overexposed to Muse for too long and was like, it's all the same now for me. Nirvana, I was probably listening to stuff like that, Metallica, blah, blah, blah. So I was not really listening to this at all. But it's weird how... So obviously they say like how they were quite an influence on a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think they were still an influence all the way up until like 10 years ago even.
Yeah. I mean, the dual singer thing is, I hadn't really seen this before. Like... Linkin Park, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it's like they were the first band I really saw with like two singer, like a.
But that's still different, isn't it? I suppose because Chester's doing all the singing, and because he's doing that soft and hard bits, isn't he? Really, Chester.
Yeah, and Mike's doing the rapping.
And Mike's doing a bit of rapping, so it's like you still haven't got that. And at first, when I listened to this album, I honestly thought it was two singers. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. I thought it was two singers, and I thought there was Dallas Green.
Yeah.
And then whichever one was the shouty one. I didn't know his name when I was listening to it.
George Petite.
Is he the shouty one?
Yeah.
But then when I was reading it, it said, there's the Wade
McNeil. He does.
Wade McNeil, who does an in-betweeny one.
Yeah.
Who just does like I think he does like a punk shouting kind of thing, doesn't he?
Wow.
And I thought, that's right. And that does really make the album a lot better, because you feel like there's a lot more variety.
Well, it's like almost like
in the
harmonies
vocals.
in screaming, isn't it? It's,
yeah. Well, I couldn't listen to a whole album of Dallas Green. I don't think. I know that a lot of people would, because there obviously is.
He's a bit of a poster boy, isn't he? He's He reminds me a lot of Chris Carrabba from Dashboard Confessional.
Oh right, I don't really know them very well.
Do you know? Like Chris used to be in a band called Further Seems Forever, and they were quite a hardcore band, very hard, like heavy emo kind of band.
Mm-hmm.
And then he recorded a solo project under the name Dashboard Confessional, and then that just took off.
I thought they were a band for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's him, but he has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got a band behind him. But the first album was just him and a guitar. He is opposed to like Chris Carrabba is a fine-looking gentleman.
I can't remember what Dallas Green looks like, so I'm gonna have to look at both of these.
Imagine a hipster.
Yeah, I can see now.
Yeah, with it.
God.
Yeah, the slick back grey hair and the beard, and the denim, the worn denim.
Poster boy for hipsters, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like alternative hipsters.
Yeah, definitely.
With tattoos and with sleeves.
Yeah. Probably got his sleeves rolled up, has he?
I don't know. I'm looking at several. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably wears an old shirt.
Wears an old denim jacket as well. Yeah.
And sometimes a hat.
And brown boots.
I think he smokes a pipe. And just drinks. He doesn't. Maybe he's. I bet he's like teetotal. And just drinks tea.
He never used to be. Though.
Is he actually? Oh, is
I
he?
don't know. I don't have no idea.
It just strikes me as a person, who just drinks tea now, like green tea, but not normal tea.
Yeah,
not the tea that you drink.
Do you think? Do you think he drinks coffee or not?
No, that's poison. Maybe I'm going too far into what I think, because he's probably not that hipstery, is he? He's probably not like vegan or.
Wow.
But it's like I saw a video. I've seen recently keep getting shown these videos of Metallica because I think they're on tour.
Yeah.
They might be on tour. Yeah, obviously they're on tour, aren't they?
Yeah.
And the stage is that huge circle thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's all these videos of the fans are literally like within a couple of feet of the band before they're on stage. So you've got James Hetfield sat there.
Oh yeah, just
like
preparing and that.
He's having a cigar. And he's got like this weird tea drink, apparently. I can't remember what it's called. Some Dutch tea or something. And you have to drink it out of this special cup with this coconutty thing and the metal straw.
You don't have to do that. You know?
Well, I don't know. He seems, it's like, I don't know. I suppose he ditched the booze a while ago.
He's sober now, isn't he? I think.
Saint Anger. Did you watch some kind of monster?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
He had to go to rehab, I think, during that.
Yeah.
Because it was like, he was just drunk all the time.
I saw it a long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah. So poster boy for a hipster.
They've pretty much had the same. Him and Chris Carrabba pretty much had the same kind of thing going on.
Right.
Like left a hardcore band.
Similar career.
To do an acoustic thing. Hang on. So yeah, they've followed the same. Like they've both been in hardcore bands, and they've both been the sort of singer guy, and they're both poster boys. They're both good-looking chaps. Because Dallas Green he was City and Colour.
Mm-hmm. Which I really was like. This is the first time I realised why it's called City and Colour.
Oh, go on. Okay, I didn't know.
His first name is a city, and his surname is a colour. I know. I just thought it was some cool name that he just sort of dreamt up.
It's quite a good name.
It's quite good, isn't it? Considering that's why he came up with it. But he said he didn't want to put his own name. Right. He didn't feel comfortable putting his own name on the album.
Okay.
So that's a revelation for everyone. I bet there's loads of fans, hardcore fans, that don't even know that.
I've listened to a couple of albums, and it's all right. It's just I don't know. It's
one of those things people get. I think people put you off it, and it's a bit like who else? Who's the other guy that does it? There's another singer that has a fan base that just put you off wanting to listen to it. Who's the punk acoustic guy?
Frank
Turner.
Oh, Frank Turner. Frank
Turner. He's another one where his fans seem so obsessed.
Absolutely.
That you go, I'm not even going to bother giving him a chance because it's just they're overwhelming. Like I went to see him, I think, in a tent at Leeds or something, Leeds Festival, Glastonbury or something, and his fans they knew every lyric, all the lyrics, so I couldn't even hear what was going on.
Didn't we see them?
It might have been me and you.
2000 Trees. I'm sure it was 2000 Trees, and he was headlining.
Oh, this might have been a different one because I think it was some sort of kind of tent.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it was. I was
probably seen him more than once actually, because he's at everything, isn't he? To be honest, he's everywhere.
I remember being quite drunk with you watching them. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm positive that was 2000.
Oh yes, that was fun. I remember that. We were just taking the piss.
We were taking the piss.
We were saying it's a pound shop Billy Bragg.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And there was this. I can't remember what song it was, but there was this one song that sounded so much like another song, and we were actually singing the lyrics to this other song.
Oh, it sounded like. Oh, it's not the one. Did it sound like a You Me at 6 song? Oh no, that's a separate thing.
I can't remember.
Was there a Yumi at Six? Because Yumi at Six headlined that year. There was a Yumi at Six song that sounded like a Take That song or something, and we were just. I can't remember. I vaguely remember. That was Slam Dunk, baby. Oh, God.
How is it?
All the festivals blend into one, don't they?
Yeah.
All...
No idea. So yeah. Anyway, that's my story about Dallas Green.
I was going to mention, because I don't want to mention the band's name, but the band I used to be in.
Oh right. Yes.
So if I do say it, we'll just edit it out. But he was obsessed.
He was a massive fan, wasn't he? Yeah.
And you can tell, because I didn't really listen to Alexisonfire.
Yeah.
Even when he would mention it about it being an influence or whatever.
Yeah.
But listening to this album, there are points in the vocals where I'm just like, oh right.
Oh really? You can see it.
I see. Yeah, where he's pretty much got the melody, like, but not consciously. I don't think he'll sing like that now because he's listened to so much Alexisonfire that that's how he likes to sound. So yeah, a lot of it I was like, oh, it really reminds me of that. It reminds me of that period of being in that band, because I listened to a lot of bands that sounded like this.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Just via kind of.
What were you given research then? Were you
not necessarily? It just rubbed off on you. It's like people would go, like people in your band would say, "Listen to this, it's great," and I'd listen to it, and I might go, oh, "It's not that great," but they've already listened to it by then.
Yeah.
So I'm already getting like these influences without having to be consciously.
Yeah.
So there's loads of bands that I just thought, oh, it sounds like loads of these bands that I was listening to at that time, because they influenced all these bands like Mallory Knox and Gallows.
Yeah. I
Just
think Gallows.
loads of them. Gallows was definitely.
Yeah.
You can hear it on the first. I don't know if it's like the first song or something, but you can hear it sounds really like Gallows, and I was like, oh, right, it's Gallows were after, weren't they?
What's the first
What
song?
was it? Yeah, it's
Drunks, Lovers, Sinners, and Saints. It's got a
so I said
that's a brilliant intro to an album. That is.
I thought so I thought it must have reminded me of a band called Fucked Up as well.
Yeah,
which I remember seeing.
Yes, I remember. I think I've seen them. Yeah,
because they were impressive when I saw them, because that was like to me when I watched them, it was as if they were two separate. Like the singer didn't seem like he was in the band. Like the band were like playing all this really melodic, nice stuff, and having these nice vocals.
Yeah,
and the lead singer was like this big fat bearded guy with a shirt off, shouting like these punk lyrics.
Yeah,
like completely like disjointed from this lovely music that was going on behind him. I thought that was good.
Yeah,
I preferred that to Alexisonfire.
Oh really?
But I think I think they were influenced by Alexisonfire. It says somewhere in Wikipedia, because it's got like people like Jeff Buckley, Alice in Chains, Iggy Pop.
I can see. Really? I can see Dallas Green being a big Jeff Buckley fan.
Yeah, but then it's got like Fucked Up on there, so it's like, so they were influenced by Fucked Up, were they?
Oh.
I don't know. They've not really. It doesn't make sense unless they were just a band that were way before we ever heard them.
I don't know. This is I've never known many of the lyrics of this album, which is kind of weird. I never sort of bothered to sort of read the lyrics. And I was listening to them earlier today and like reading the lyrics along, and they're not. I don't know. There were some bits where I thought.
I don't remember concentrating too much either. I wonder if it was all a bit like just lyrics were just sort of cliches. And
kind of. Yeah.
A lot of cliches and stuff, so you don't really think, oh, that's impressive. Because it's like, oh, I might have heard something like that about the end of the world or whatever. Or
well,
don't trust your friends, stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The song "Crisis" was about the winter of 1977. Which what was it called?
I was going to read that article, but I thought maybe that's going a bit too far.
Yeah. The title track of the album, "Crisis," is about the blizzard of '77, a massive snowstorm which buried western New York State and South Ontario, Canada, in January-February 1977, caused millions in damage and led to the deaths of at least 25 people.
Wow. And that's the front cover is the Frostbite.
It could be. Could be.
I think that's
a
Survivor or something.
It's a horrible cover.
Yeah, I think it must be. Yeah, no, it won an award or something. It won like.
Did it?
An album cover of the year kind of award at some place, and thought it's not that good.
It's just
Maybe they're talking more about that photo's got so much meaning to it because it's the blizzard, the survivor of the blizzard or something.
yeah.
I'll tell you what that reminded me of when you said survived. What was it? 25 people died.
Yeah.
I found something funny. it's not related to that. I'll find it.
Oh, let's laugh at death.
Here we go. Right, it's not going to sound funny at the start. It's just the way it's written. On Wikipedia.
Okay, strap in.
I'm already laughing. It might be right. Okay, it's not that funny. I should be laughing. We'll edit this out. On February the 16th, 2010, the band was set to play a free all-ages show at the 2010 Winter Olympics venue, Live City, Yaletown, and I think it must have been in Canada, maybe. I don't know.
Canada, yeah.
When, seconds into the show, the rush of the audience broke a barrier and people were trampled. 20 were slightly injured. Honestly, you start reading something like that and you think, oh my god,
this is
people are going to be crushed to death.
Yeah.
But only 20 were slightly injured.
Yeah.
Which to me is like you've a bruised finger or something.
Yeah. Someone stubbed their toe, or
yeah, it's really insensitive because I bet the injuries probably were worse than I'm thinking. But they don't put slightly injured. It's kind of a slap in the face, really, isn't it?
Did they cancel the gig, or did they?
Didn't say anything after that. Yeah, just kept playing.
Should we stop playing? Oh, they're only slightly injured. Oh, okay.
Only slightly. Oh,
yeah. Slightly. On a scale of 1 to 10.
We've got to get the plasters. Get the Calpol.
Sudocrem.
Sudocrem. Passing out Sudocrem to the crowd. Friction burns.
I'm just reading what all the people are doing, all the personnel.
Yeah, the firefighter was. It's funny. Because what's his name? What's the singer? George Petite.
Yeah.
So he became a firefighter, and when they reunited, he didn't want to reunite because he said that firefighting was his priority.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which to me is a bit mad, really. I mean, he must have. I don't know. Must have really cared about that.
Oh wow.
Because he'd have thought that would be hard work for not a lot of money.
Oh yeah. Since the dissolution of Alexisonfire in 2011, Petit has retrained to become a firefighter in offshore work. He rejoined Alexisonfire in 2015. So he
did rejoin?
Yeah, he only took 4 years off then.
I read a bit where it says, obviously there's been 2 reunions, hasn't there then?
Mm.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, because they did want to go away for a bit, and then they came back. I saw them at Slam Dunk 2 years ago, I think, and it was they were. This is the thing I thought was a bit stupid. They broke up, I think, was like 2012, and then reunited about 3 years later, which isn't a long gap, really, is it, for a band? Really. You might as well just take a hiatus, I suppose. Yeah, just take a few years off. That'd be all right. Yeah.
But I think Dallas Green, had a nervous breakdown or something, didn't he? Because he'd obviously had 2 successful careers running at the same time. Yeah. It's a bit much, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I've just read something for the biography for George Petit. Petit is involved in bandmate Wade McNeil, his side project Black Lungs, who I think I didn't actually know that was him.
Well, Black Lungs, I read that. I read something about that while I was researching as well, and I thought, where have I heard that name? Like, I'm sure there was another band that was really promoting them. Someone was saying, another band that was saying, go and see Black Lungs or whatever. But because obviously I didn't know who they were or whatever. But that's another point is the drummer Jordan Hastings. He's an active band member of a band called.
Oh dear.
They call themselves a supergroup, but I've never heard of any of the other guys in the band. Don't have any Wikipedia articles about them. So supergroup in their local town, maybe.
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I've just read here on George Petit. Previously, a band called the Bergenfield Four, including Petit alongside members of Attacking Black and Fucked Up, did their first show in Toronto, Ontario.
Wait, I fucked up
the
the Canadians as well then?
There must be, yeah. Yeah,
Makes
in the
sense,
fall of
yeah.
2006.
Yeah, Fucked Up's Canadian hardcore punk band from Toronto.
Okay.
It's all
Oh,
coming
there you
together.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Canada's a big place, but there's not many people there, is there? So, you know.
I guess they're all. It's like, yes, they all come from the same. The bands all come from maybe one
Yeah.
local. I don't know.
Everything's so
Yeah.
far apart. You know, one band knows another.
But I tell you what, at the end of this album on Spotify,
Hmm.
when it finished, 36 Cravers came on straight away after.
Really?
And I honestly thought, oh, that's a bit better actually. Slightly preferred
Really?
36 Crazy Fists coming on afterwards. It's weird, that, isn't it? Maybe it's because it's more familiar though, because we'd already listened to it and talked about it. But generally, this was quite good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
Would it make you listen to other stuff? You think, or
I don't know. I feel like that album's going to sum it up, and if you listen to anything else, it's not going to be as good as that album. That's my impression of it.
when I saw them at Slam Dunk, I didn't really know much else by them, and obviously the songs from this album probably landed the best still.
Yeah, because what's the first song I noticed was
This Could Be Anywhere in the World.
Yes, that's the one. Obviously, I recognised.
That's the big single. If there was ever a single to sort of define them, I think it would.
Yes, I'd agree really, because that's what I thought. Yes, kind of summed it up really, that song. Yeah. I must have been conflicted when I first listened to it a couple of months ago, because at the start, after that song, I kind of thought Dallas Green kind of makes the band successful. He's the bit of the band that's making them good. And then later on in the album, after getting to like You Burn First and stuff like that, I put Dallas Green got away with having a mediocre voice because he wasn't the only singer.
Says that? That's harsh.
I wrote that on my notes.
I said, cover me if there's a fire, 'cause I want you to burn first.
And I don't know why, because I take it back a little bit now, but I sort of agree with it in a way, because it's like his voice isn't like, if he was like solo, like Sit in Colour, if I listened to Sit in Colour, I probably wouldn't be overly like, wow, he's got an amazing voice.
Yeah.
But the contrast of his with the other two, that's
I
when
think
you go,
works.
okay, he's got a good voice. Yeah.
Could you imagine him as the only singer of Alexisonfire?
I don't think it would have been successful. It would have just
It's-
been like, oh, there's another band with quite a nice voice to it.
Yeah.
You haven't got any of the aggression.
It'd be like
Which
the
is
other
what
way.
they're famous for.
Yeah, it'd be like the other way round from Fucked Up. Like,
Yeah. Like, what's all this guitar stuff in the background? And then, this guy with a lovely voice. I put loads of things that I thought it sounded like sort of You Me at 6, Bring Me the Horizon, even like Deftones CKY.
CKY.
I think it's just bits of the album all sound like this. Very eclectic, like doesn't all sound the same.
Yeah, no,
There's songs where it just completely sound like different bands and different styles. I think.
There's two songs called "We Are the Sound" and "We Are the End," and they've got the sort of. It really annoys me when I listen to it. They've got the same kind of refrain. And it's just kind of, they've used it already in another song, and it just annoys me. Yeah, but
what have I put comment on that? I thought, there must have been some Metallica style guitar harmonies in that, but I can't remember. Some of the notes, it's funny reading back these notes after listening to it again last night, because I thought, I don't know where I got some of these thoughts on it, but things sound different, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it's context, isn't it? I think when you listen to it, what your mood is, things like that, and what you're picking up on.
Yeah, true.
But I thought a modern equivalent of Alexisonfire, and I think I'm way off here. But like a non-heavy equivalent is like Nothing But Thieves.
I don't really know then.
Yeah, then it's like voice is very similar to Dallas Green. I think when you listen to that, probably better voice because like he's more trained and he's the only vocalist in
Yeah.
Nothing But Thieves. So his voice very very similar to Dallas Green.
Okay.
The quick point that I wanted to make that I only thought about today. It's really interesting, and it's gonna rock your world. So in the song "Crisis," it references a massive blizzard of 1977, right? And it keeps saying the words 1977, 1977 during the song. And it just
The Great Lakes Blizzard, yes.
Yeah, the Great Lakes Blizzards of
Niagara
77.
region.
Yeah.
And Western New York.
Yeah. So it keeps mentioning that throughout the song, and that's what the song's based on. 1977 just happens to be the name of the album that we did by Ash. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Absolutely no relevance.
No. It's interesting. For a tenuous link, however.
Yep. There we go.
Did we do Ash last time?
We did. Yeah, we did.
Oh, right. So it's even more strange. There's a quote, Alexisonfire quote that I wanted to read. Where is it if I can find it?
You did say you had some notes that you didn't.
So they did a massive tour for Crisis, obviously. So yeah. So this is another point I was going to make actually. 3 live albums whilst they did that tour they made.
3 live albums.
3 live albums, which I just think you're totally milking it because they can't be that much. They can't be that different.
Yeah.
Actually, they were all a day. Yeah, they were all like within the same week.
Unless
so
you're
like
playing...
live at Brixton Academy, live at Manchester Academy, and live at Birmingham Academy. I mean, they're not going to be much different, are they?
Well, no, not really.
So that was weird.
Why all in England as well?
Yeah. Someone must have had an idea. Maybe like their record label in England said,
yeah,
can we make some money off this? Make some quick money just from recording your tour.
Did they have different sets? Are they different songs?
It doesn't really say. It just says they produced 3. The tour produced 3 live albums.
Oh, okay. That's a bit weird, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember reading that thinking it was excessive. Like, I don't think most bands have they have 1 live album, don't they? Most bands.
Yeah.
And it's usually when they play to a huge crowd, at Hyde Park or something. Or
yeah. Oh, they Oh no, there was a live album in 2022.
These are all so this was 2007.
Born and raised.
To be fair, if you're a big fan, then I mean.
Well, you would, wouldn't you? You'd collect it. Definitely.
Yeah. I suppose actually, and if you went to that gig, it'd be quite nice.
Yeah. Oh, that. So I wish that's never happened to me. Like I've never been to I've never been to a gig and they've done a live recording. No.
Yeah. That's giving me an idea. It would be good if all bands did that, wouldn't it? If they after the gig you get like a download straight away.
Oh yeah.
Of the gig. I mean, they could. That's feasible. Obviously, they'd have to just live mix it, but
yeah, keep your ticket stub, and then at the door, give your ticket stub, and then you get a little memory stick or something like that.
Then again, you have been to Glastonbury.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
It doesn't count, does it really? Yeah. Not quite the same, is it?
No, it's true.
I went to see I don't know if this counts either. If it's a TV show, it doesn't really count, does it? I think this was The Bravery. When I was in Florida, they were playing an MTV gig.
Oh, okay.
And that was all filmed.
Oh, that's cool.
So that was one of those weird ones where at the start they say, right, everyone do a big cheer because we just need to get a shot of... we need to get the sound and the footage of everyone cheering so we can cut that in to the crap performance that you're going to see.
You're not going to cheer during the performance, so just cheer now and you'll be fine.
They do that at Jules Holland and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, like everyone, can you clap? Can we have a quiet clap? We have a loud one.
They did. Yeah, they did. Not so much as Jules Holland. They did like a big cheer right at the beginning.
Oh right, yeah, just to cut it. Yeah.
But when I went to see Taskmaster, there was sort of 3 levels of cheering.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder if that's like yeah. Oh no. But another point. So the point I was coming on to when I saw that the live albums thing.
Yeah.
Well, this has nothing to do with it, but it just comes after it on Wikipedia.
Right.
But it says, this is quite funny, I think. At this time, during that tour, which one's Petit? I don't know. It's either
He's the shouty guy, George Petit.
He told a reporter that the next record after Crisis, I think, is us pretty much wanting to put the knife in Screamo. I don't want to be the band that saves it. I want to be the band that kills it. And then it says, Petit later regretted making this statement.
Well, yeah, because it just kind of their sound carried on.
I'm still not quite sure what it means. I don't want to be the band that saves it. But he wanted to, because did they think it was it had passed by that point?
It was like a phase that had gone.
Yeah, I think it's not modern enough now.
You know, he became a fireman. Like, I wonder. I wonder if he was just kind of ready to jack it all in, and it was just like, no, we'll kill off this genre. We'll kill off the band. I'm going to be a fireman.
I sort of know that feeling a little bit, like, because I think in a band I was in my mid-20s.
Yeah, I
started to feel like, that's not the music I want to make.
Oh, really?
It's a bit kind of young. No, not young. Yeah, you start to think this is like music for teenagers.
Anyway, let's put this to bed.
Yeah.
So, Crisis, Alexisonfire, 2006. Is it any good?
It's good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's good, but it wouldn't be in the best CD collection in the world.
It wouldn't be in
I think you knew that would be...
Yeah, no, fair enough. It's
not going to be everyone's taste, that.
No.
And I feel I think I got sick of it. I think that kind of music, even though I didn't listen to it at the time, that was more like emos and stuff used to listen to that, whereas I was listening to it as grunge or whatever. Then, but like later on, their influences, like Mallory Knox and all that. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
I think I listened to that kind of music to death in my 20s when I was in bands, because that's what everyone else was listening to, and that's what the bands, support bands were playing, and so
there are still bands around playing stuff like this.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't think they'll ever.
They never get.
No, I don't think they'll ever get anywhere. They're good.
Like there's bands like You Me at 6, right? That's the only example of a band like that being that successful.
I do know what the next album's going to be.
Oh yes,
and we are getting back into order. We're getting back in order.
Oh yes, so
the last one was Ash.
Yeah. So it's the one after that.
It's the one after that.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good album, and it's by Athlete.
Yeah. I think if you'd said AT, I think it would have taken me a long time to get to Athlete.
I completely forgot I had this album.
I'm trying to think. I get them mixed up with another band. I can't remember. Oh, really? Embrace. I think I get mixed up with Embrace.
Kind of
a lot
from
of
that
bands
same
around that time sounded the same, didn't they?
Yeah.
One-word titles, one-word names.
So the album's called Vehicles and Animals, which is also the name of the song.
Is there a big hit on that album, is there?
It's You Got the Style.
Yeah.
You got the style and they got the style and we got
Not sure if I was a big fan of Athlete.
Really?
I'll see. I might have been. Might be nostalgic.
This was a great album, and it's quite fun, and it's quite upbeat. But then the next album they released, called Tourist, his kid died or something, and they became quite dark.
Did they do a song called Wires?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And it was about his kid being in hospital.
Right.
You got wires coming in. You got wires coming out. Yeah.
I'm not sure I like that song either.
No.
But that's not on this album.
No. This is not.
Do you reckon this is better than that?
It is a lot more. It's a lot happier.
Okay.
That's
what we want.
It's just it's a lot more fun, a lot more upbeat and danceable. Right,
All right.
so Alexisonfire. Good. Excellent. Right, and Athlete, Vehicles and Animals, 2002. Give it a whirl. And yeah, see you next week.
Let's see.
Goodbye.
Bye. And I'm singing it, walk round the block, come back
I'm
in.
home.
Yeah, honey. Oh yeah, I'm not married.
Mm.
I've made myself sad.